Are you one of those people that maybe you turn on your garden hose and there's no water coming out? And you think, hey, is there a kink in the hose? And are you one of those people that open your bank account in your wallet and you don't have any money and you're thinking, is there a kink in my money hose? And by money hose, I mean by your allowing. In other words, if you keep turning that valve open, there's nothing coming. It's not the valve, there's something beyond that. What is that for you? What is your money valve? Is it shut or is it open? You just have to see, you just have to take a look and see what you're getting. It's a perfect match. Hello, everybody, and welcome. This is the Emotion Code Bro Show. We are live every Saturday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. Welcome to the monthly series on Law of Attraction and Emotion Code. And if you're joining us for the first time this week, I'm going to highly encourage you to prepare for today by downloading the two-page worksheet. It's at Michael Lozier. If you're listening on podcast, it's LOSIER.com/episode 167. On that page, you can find all 4 recorded episodes when they're done. You can get the worksheets. It's a 2-pager. And, part of, John, we're not just putting on a show here today. We're actually doing some training. And part of being a trainer in my world is to use accelerated learning techniques. And accelerated learning techniques accelerate how fast we can learn. And I'm talking to John and haven't introduced him yet. So good morning, John, to the show.
Who's John?
It's John. Yeah. He keeps referring to John, but who is he?
Yeah. Hello, everyone. John Inverarity. I'm a certified emotion code and certified body code practitioner. Live in Vancouver, Canada, on the West Coast. And I've been doing this emotion code, body code for over 8 years now. And always was using law of attraction, but never knew it. But it was law of attraction that brought Michael and myself together. So here we are now on episode 167. And we're both doing emotion code as well.
Well, that's a good point, John, because a lot of people, talking about law of attraction. So when I knew it existed, we didn't know it was called that, In other words, if any of you have ever used the word coincidence or serendipity or synchronicity or fate or karma or everything fell into place or this is such a coincidence, I was just thinking about you. If you've ever said that, you've already experienced law of attraction. Whenever you use the word serendipity and fate and karma and meant to be and kismet and blah, 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 and all those meant to be's, if you've ever said that in that very moment, you were describing evidence of law of attraction. So when you say, hey, I was just thinking about you, you could really say, hey, I was just giving you attention, energy, and focus, and the obedient law of attraction unfolded and orchestrated and matched the vibration that I was sending, which brought you to me. But we don't say that. We say, this is such a coincidence. And the word coincidence is used to describe law of attraction. So the good news is you're already experiencing it. The better news is you're going to learn how to be more deliberate today. I'm going to start today with a quick law of attraction session. But first, John, who is saying what? Let's welcome our friends today, please.
Yeah, we have a lot of people watching live. So if you're watching live and you haven't said hello yet, do so now. Let us know where you're from. Love to know where you're from. Yep. And who's first? Of course, Natasha Paula Samuel is with us here again. Hey, Natasha in the UK.
Hey, Natasha, good morning.
Yeah, Sylvia Bellini's here. Greetings from a gloomy gray day in London. Yeah, Anna Espeland.
Anna Espeland.
Yeah, Minnesota.
In Minnesota, we're Canadian, so we apologize in advance for not knowing all the state names. Anna, Sylvia from the UK. Anna, our friend Ruth is with us. She's from New York. Good morning, Ruth.
Yeah. Molin says, good, sweet morning. Yeah. From Victoria?
Victoria, yeah. Our friend Cornelia is up island here in beautiful west coast of Canada. She is watching from sunny Parksville. A couple more people there, John.
Yeah, Sydney Edler, good morning from Washington.
Hey, Cindy.
Yeah. Natasha's saying, yes, Michael, you are the LOA how-to guy.
Stop it.
Yeah. Heidi's here from Nanaimo. So we got
Heidi from Nanaimo.
Yeah.
Up to Sheena Hills there too. John and I don't have the same screen, so if we're missing somebody, we're scrolling.
We are scrolling. Casey Rose, New England, loving the bros. Hey,
yeah.
Casey Rose, loving the bros.
Jenny T, Jennifer T.
JT. Harriet Tapia, good morning, all. Michael,
Yeah.
that is a great shirt you're wearing.
Hey, listen, if you want to let people know at a real distance about your vibe and what you stand for, what if you wore that? It's hard to pick a fight with somebody wearing this. It's hard to scream at the manager, where's the manager? Anyway, this is a great tone to set, just letting people know that you send positive vibrations. You can go to humanmagnet.com. There's different colors, there's different shirts. These are ones that I created, and someone took it upon to be in the t-shirt business because I'm not. So if you want to wear one of
Yeah.
these and let the world know, humanmagnet.com.
Yeah.
So John, we're kind of merging law of attraction. We're going to give a quick little update. So first, let's take a look at the worksheet. Everybody, ideally, we're on page 2. Look at that big heart. John, can you give us a 2-minute summary of last week? And we talked about the heart wall and law of attraction. Can you summarize what that message was, please?
Yeah. So if you're looking at the worksheet, you see I think we have a picture of the bubble guy on there, or maybe you can show everyone here that just
Yeah.
well, that was next
Our bubble guy. Okay.
first one. Yeah, the bubble guy. So a heart wall is a wall of emotions around your heart. Now just picture emotions being that bubble right there. And say you've got some heart wall emotions. These are the emotions here, emotion code chart of like frustration or anxiety or something like that. And then you enter a room with someone else who has kind of like still frustrated. You're both going to have like a very frustrating relationship, or just a hard time getting along or communicating with each other, right? So what we do as practitioners, we clear all these heart wall emotions so you don't have that negative vibe that you're expressing and sending out into the world, right? So when you get it close to people, or get into relationships, communicate with someone, you kind of have a neutral slate, or even just like love and joy, gratitude coming from your heart. So that was last week. It was clearing the heart wall. Hopefully that sums it up.
This week I'm having a conversation with someone, and I was doing a heart wall with their specific friend, their spouse, and I always said I found a heart wall of peeved. And we thought that was funny, and I said it's probably the lightest one on the chart. If you're going to have a heart wall on this with your spouse, peeved is better than angry.
Yeah, it's a step up.
Or guilt or hatred. So peeve
Yeah.
peeve is the lightest one on the chart. If you're peeved, it's the British word for stop.
A wee bit peeved, are we?
Yeah. So sometimes people say, you know what, she rubs me the wrong way. And I would say, oh, that's a 5-5. I'm really peeved. Oh, you know what? I always feel this around that person, or he makes me feel this, even though we're using them. And it's because you have an unprocessed trapped emotion with that specific person. In NLP, I talk about breaking rapport with somebody. You break rapport with somebody and they never remember that. Cue unprocessed emotion. So again, just to recap, last week we talked about the heart wall. If you're a practitioner, it'd be great for you to understand the relationship between the removal of unprocessed previous heart walls, emotions, and why there's such a massive change in people's lives after a heart wall. Good, so go back and check that. But today, John, we're on page 2. We are talking about receiving money, having money, earning money, winning it, finding it, getting it.
All of it.
All of it.
Money
So
story.
I'm going to show us a graphic, John, and this is today's question.
Question of the day is, whoa.
Blocking your money valves. So let's take, did I spell resistance wrong?
Yeah.
You know what? I did that this morning, I couldn't find the original one, and I thought, I'm going to spend more time finding it than making one. So I'm acknowledging. So hashtag don't send me a typo. I know it. I see it.
No emails.
No emails. Even though it doesn't emails. Okay, so John, let's look at, there's the faucet and look at the results. Not very much.
Just a drip.
Unless you're a mosquito, then that's a lot, right? But so the resistance is what's blocking, stopping people around money. Is it earning money, or asking for money, or asking for a raise, or raising your rates, or talking about money? Is it inherited from your parents? Are you observing it? What is your money story? So John, let's take a look at what's keeping this faucet shut tight. Last week, we talked about the words don't, not, and no. And if you look at page 1 of the worksheet, we are talking about in the circle here. Last week we wrote don't, not, and no. You know, every time I use the word don't, not, and no, I'm reaffirming something that I don't have or don't want. So one of the blocks for you to receiving money, you watching, is what are you saying about what are your don't, nots, and no? Oh, I don't deserve it. I can't have it. I never had it before. No one wants to pay that. So that story becomes a vibration, and it's a negative vibration, and it's keeping that faucet handle nice and tight. John, talk about negative self-talk. What it is, it's on the chart, but what's the impact of it?
Yeah, so that's just beating yourself up verbally, or just over and over and over again. Yeah, oh, I can't do this, can't do that, not going to do that, right? So on the chart that comes up most commonly is self-abuse.
Self-abuse, abusing yourself with words.
Yeah. There's also a couple other ones on the chart with negative self-talk, and that would be like the unworthy or worthless. That can play a role too. So it's not just one emotion.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think
but yeah, you get it.
And the limiting beliefs probably, but you're right.
Yeah.
What is your story? You know, people say, well, what's the fancy word limiting beliefs? Well, a limiting belief is a belief that limits you. And how does it limit you? It keeps your valve shut. John, number 3 there, focusing on the lack. Oh, I don't, and I mean, that includes don't, not, and no. It includes negative self-talk. It includes everything.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't have enough. Oh, I better not get that because I can't afford it, or I shouldn't spend it. Just the story.
Yeah.
Law of attraction doesn't care if you're saying the story out loud. It's not listening. It's not very smart. It's obedient. And right now, whatever you tell yourself about money is your vibe. And law of attraction isn't a decider. It doesn't know whether your don't, nots, and no's and negative self-talk and your lack and all your limiting beliefs are good or bad for you, or helpful or not helpful. Law of attraction isn't smart, it's obedient. So the results that you're getting are matching how much resistance you have in receiving it. People say, well, turn the tap on higher. It's still not gonna change. So John, let's talk about limiting beliefs. Again, a limiting belief is a belief that's limiting you. So tell us more about what might be. There's lots of beliefs about money, you know, money is the root of all evil and so on, but there's 4 that we talk about here on the show. Tell us what, I want people to write these down and think, do I have this belief? Yes, you do. Almost everybody has them, right? You don't even know that you have them, but the first part is get rid of those, and that's what the goal is. So John, what beliefs might we want to ask about with people's money beliefs?
Yeah, sort of, well, it depends on your specific money story, but the 4 that we use commonly, and it's just a good area to start with, like as a practitioner, to clear these 4 is, you know, is it okay? So the keyword there is okay. Is it okay for me to, you know, receive money or have money or spend money, whatever it is for you, or save money,
earn it, or to get a raise,
earn it.
The story is it okay? Because we're saying, well, of course it's okay. And the subconscious mind says, oh, no, it's not okay, because when you were 13 years old, whatever the story is, right?
Yeah.
So the first one, is it okay? What else?
It's okay. Second one, is it safe? So, you know, is it safe to become wealthy, right? Is it safe to have money, right? Because, you know, this is key. A lot of people think that if they have money, then people are going to come after them for their money, right? So they just won't be safe. They'll be like harassed or hounded, or
will my life change?
Yeah.
Will I be not a nice person? Oh, it wouldn't be safe for me to do that.
Yeah.
Not like me.
Yeah. Or people be selfish, right? Like that can evolve from not being safe, right?
That's right. So is it okay for me to have money or earn money or win money, find money, ask for money? Is it safe? Okay, let's clean up those 2. What else?
Number 3 is worthy. So we talked a little bit about worth before, right? That self-worth. Am I worthy? Do I have that self-worth to, you know, have money, make money? Am I worth it to be wealthy? You know, to have, you know, awesome food every night, or whatever it may be, whatever, a nice house to live in, worthy.
And I know people are thinking, well, of course I would want that. Well, wanting it and talking about it is one thing, but what is your belief? What is that underlying belief underneath it that keeps doing that?
Right. Yeah.
Say that. Yes.
And so worthy is the 3rd. 4th is believe. And again, this is subconsciously. This is your subconscious belief. This can be a big one. You believe you can actually do it. Attain those money goals. Yeah, so that's the fourth
That's
belief.
right, limiting beliefs. John, so here's what I'm going to go back. We're a little bit opposite today. I'm going to go back to the worksheet and kind of walk through and show people how what we just talked about is all law of attraction. And here's the final note on this picture. Look at the results. The speed at which you get your results is determined by how much resistance you have in receiving it. It's not how big your faucet is, how long the hose is, how much pressure. This could have the city waterworks behind it. It don't matter. It's shut tight. So what's blocking your money valves? Okay, John, back to the law of attraction chart. I'm just going to bring it up on the screen here. And good. So where's the... Am I showing the worksheet now?
It's just blank right now. It says it's starting it.
Okay, stop sharing. I'm going to go back to share. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to click on this. I like to walk through everything I'm doing.
Yeah.
I still can't see it, so.
It's still blank.
There we
Yeah.
go. So are you looking at the worksheet now?
Yep.
Okay, good. So again, I'm just going to go through this quickly. If you're taking notes, if you watched last week, good. So the definition for law of attraction in my book says, I attract in my life and business whatever I give my attention, energy, and focus to. Wow, that's a great deal, eh, John? I just got to give it attention, energy, and focus. Read the rest out loud for me. Whether negative at the top, whether negative,
yeah, whether negative or positive.
Okay. So let's look at this and read it. I attract to my life whatever I give my attention, energy, and focus to, whether negative or positive. In other words, the vibration that you're having, holding, and sending is what's being matched, period. So a vibe is simply a vibration. It's just as simply a mood or a feeling, and you have one right now. You cannot not be sending a vibe. You're not even doing it on purpose. If you're ticked off and angry and disappointment, guess what? You're sending a negative vibe. And if you're feeling love and bliss and joy and all those beautiful feelings, guess what? You're sending a positive vibe. You cannot not send one. And right now, the obedient law of attraction has a 2-word job description. John, say it when you know it. The 2-word job description for law of attraction is?
Match vibrations.
That's right. Does it matter what it is? No. What about negative ones? Yes. What about positive ones? Yes. It's a factory worker. Here's a vibration, match it. Here's a vibration, match it. Here's a vibration, match it. Doesn't know who you are. Doesn't know that you're a nice person and you volunteer, and doesn't know that you're Michael Loge or Oprah. It's responding to your vibrations. That's why negative things might happen to positive people. Oh, you didn't know why? Like, why do negative things happen to me? Well, it doesn't mean you're a negative person. It meant you gave something attention and energy and focus that you didn't want. And you started with your words. Look at the 4 chart. The words in the story that you tell are causing you to think about that story. And when you think about anything, it causes you to send the vibration about the story. And now I'm sending the vibe about the story. Now it's in my bubble. Guess what? The obedient law of attraction is unfolding and orchestrate. And this is what's going on right here. Your results. So if you're thinking, well, I wonder what vibe I'm sending about money. Well, look at your results. It's a perfect match. I wonder what the vibes I'm sending about, making more money or finding a job or getting a job interview, or the results that you're getting are equal to the words that you were sending. I didn't create the law, I'm teaching it. Next sentence, the only way to get a different result, that means, oh, I want this to be different. Well, then I need to have a different vibe. Oh, okay. Well, how do I do that? Well, you need to change what you're thinking about. Oh, how do I do that? You need to change what you're thinking about. John, right here, we've got the big circle. Inside the big circle, there's 3 words that are causing us to attract negative results, and they are?
Don't, not, and no.
Everyone write those down. Make it your new favorite password. Put the international do not use symbol through that. And every time you use the word don't, not, and no, you just gave attention to what you didn't want to give attention to. And the obedient law of attraction is unfolding and orchestrating to bring you more of what you gave your attention to. It's not very smart, it's obedient. But the best news of all is that you have the ability to change your results because you can reset your vibes. Right here, this is the reset button. Inside that circle, right? Vibe reset. What if I could go here? What if I could reset my vibe? Well, guess what? By the definition of law of attraction, I'd get different results. Here's the biggest hack in the world. Law of attraction doesn't know how the vibe got reset because it's not very smart. It's obedient. The next sentence is what's going to cause you to reset your vibe and stop giving attention to what you don't want to give attention to. What do you tell yourself about money? Oh, I don't have enough. I can't earn this. I'm not worthy. Nobody likes my work. I never win anything. Nobody ever wins anything. I never get free gifts. Yeah, they're just stories. But guess what? Those stories turn into vibrations. The law of attraction doesn't know that you're pretending, complaining, worrying, celebrating, observing. It's matching. Were you under the vibe reset button? Here's the most important sentence you'll hear today is, so what do I want? Really? Yeah, so what do I want? I don't want, I don't want, I don't want to go to another interview where it's just a waste of my time. Well, you know what? Maybe that's what you've been having. Maybe you've been going to interviews and wasting your time. So guess what? That's your vibration. Guess what? That's what you're attracting. Do you know that some people set the energy in motion for the meeting before they leave their house? Listen to this. Just pretend you're eavesdropping and I'm law of attraction and you're on the way to the interview. Oh, I hope they don't ask me any trick questions. I hope I do not get nervous. I hope they don't reject me. I hope I don't get uncomfortable. I hope I don't talk too fast. Boy, did you plant a bunch of seeds on that meeting?
Yeah, I hope it doesn't suck.
Yeah. I hope I don't stumble. The law of attraction doesn't even know who you are. It's just eavesdropping. And now it's going to match the vibration that you're sending. You decided on the way to the meeting the way it was going to be, or money, or asking about money, or needing to get a loan, or needing to get a paycheck, or asking for a raise, or asking a client for money. What about people that owe you money? What story do you tell about people that owe you money? Okay, John, this is today's lesson, and I want to summarize everything in 5 words. I'll word it another way. Everybody write this down on your pad of paper. I get what I vibrate. You don't always get what you want because you want lots of money. You get what you vibrate. And the best news of all today is that you have the ability to reset your vibe by the words, but it's not enough. What's next? You need to change your beliefs about that. And unless you're using emotion code or another method, that limiting belief, even if you don't have it, you have it. It's a current that's running. And I'm not making it up. I can tell by the results you're getting. So no, I'm positive about money. I feel like I earn it, and I deserve it, and I'm worthy, but I don't have any. Okay, guess what? There's a kink in your hose. There's a kink in your garden hose that's stopping it. And that's where John and I can come in to help you with that. John, tell people in an emotion code session how we might help them, please.
Right. So, you have your specific money goals or abundance, wealth goals, financial prosperity, whatever it may be. So what we do as practitioners, we connect up to you. We communicate with your subconscious, use muscle testing. So we're using the emotion code to find out what the statements are, the negative statements that you are in alignment with. Find out what's underlying them, what sort of created them, the seeds that sort of created that tree. And we clear it out. We clear it all out. So we clear the trapped emotions that created the limiting beliefs, and we clear the limiting beliefs themselves too. And in a session too, we can also test positive statements and make sure you are in alignment with those. Like if you have like a money goal, we can muscle test to see if you are, in alignment with that goal of yours. But most of the time it's those negative ones, like I'm not, safe, worthy, it's not okay, I don't believe. Start with that, and then future
Yeah.
sessions we can move forward and move on to different things. Yeah.
It's funny what people will say. They don't even realize they say it in a conversation. Well, I'd like to have lots of money, but you know what? My parents never really had much. And they kind of
What's a
like
big
it's just
one?
a little tiny sentence
Yeah.
in there that's keeping the valve shut. So in
Yeah.
other words, that person would believe because they didn't come from money, they can't have it. So
Yeah.
that's the belief, and that's not true, but it's their belief, and it's being held tight by these unprocessed emotions.
Yeah. I found this a statement with a client recently. It was around money, like I don't deserve money or something, to have money, right? And underlying it was an inherited emotion that went back like a number of generations, right? Like who knows what that person was going through, like 8 or 10 generations ago. But they're probably had a tough life, didn't have money, and now it's her job to live through that. Like, no, I don't think so. So we cleared that out, and new vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, you know what? Some money beliefs that we get from our parents, and by watching and observing, and even by some of them are helpful. I remember my mom and dad. This was like 30 years ago, old school. They would get my dad would bring the mail in, and they would get like the phone bill. Well, mom and dad would get dressed up,
Yeah.
go to the phone company to pay by cash the same day. It was a big event. So in my world, if I get a bill, if I don't pay it within that day, I can feel a little bit of energy. Is that
Yeah.
is that normal? No, that's the belief and the pattern that I got. Anyway, my
Yeah.
sisters and I talk about that, about how we have some of our parents' behaviors around getting bills paid real fast.
Right.
Well, John, let's do another quick recap. If you wanted to watch last week, you can go to michaelloche.com. It's right here, episode 167, and you'll be able to learn all about the heart wall and emotion code. This week, we talked about your money wealth. Next week, practitioners. I keep giving attention to them because as I'm teaching practitioners about this next one, they say, oh, that makes sense. Are you one of those people that keep attracting negative things or negative people? Or are you keeping attracting the same event? I had a client yesterday that he had the absorbed emotion of confusion. And as soon as I said it, he knew. He said, oh my God, everybody's so confused by me, and I'm confused about next steps. And people say, I'm confused, and my clients are confused. Everything's confused. Well, why is he attracting so much confusion? Next week, join us. Guess what? We're bringing out our friend, the vibrational bubble guy, and you're going to understand how to help people stop attracting confusion or whatever it is they're attracting.
Yeah.
Tell people how they can learn more about what you offer and how to get to your website, please.
Yeah. So for a one-on-one session with me, I'm at aliveandpure.com. It's written right below me there. And we have online scheduling. And so you can go in to set your time zone, pick your time, day, links up to PayPal, and we can do this over Zoom, or we can do it over the phone. And it's just simple, easy like that. Just start clearing those money beliefs, those scarcity beliefs, mindset. Yeah.
Well, John, we have time to say hello to some friends. We did a good show today at 9:33. So I'm refreshing here and you can catch up. Our friend Sheldon Foster. Hey, Sheldon, good morning from Baltimore. Good afternoon to you. Tashina is from Farmington, New Mexico.
Nice.
Okay. I don't even know where New Mexico is.
New Mexico.
South, right? Near.
Yeah, it's down there. I think it borders Arizona and maybe even Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
Celia Louise here says, morning. Aida Gomez, good morning from SoCal. Lao is LOA. It's LOA when you're in deep sleep.
Is it working when you're in deep sleep?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Law of attraction doesn't know that you're sleeping. Gold Coast, Australia.
Good morning, Robin.
It is super early for her, but I appreciate Robin, you hanging in there.
Joni Blondell from Mooresville, North Carolina.
Hey, Joni.
Jennifer Towner loves a good Nanaimo bar. Yeah.
Yeah.
John Schlockbuck's here. Hi, guys, from Kelowna.
Hey, John. Welcome from Kelowna.
Canada.
Henrietta put the link for the Human Magnet t-shirt. Go check out all the other ones. And
Yeah.
Mike Provencher from sunny Nanaimo, 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Oh my, you don't know it yet. You're hooked. You know, how about the Natasha Paula Samuels? It says 167 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Mike's
Plus the
bragging.
extra.
Mike's bragging 2 weeks in a row. Hey, brag to Natasha Paula Samuel. She's been for 167. And Sylvia Bellini. And Jennifer Towner.
Yeah. And Sheldon Foster.
And Sheldon Foster.
And a few other people as well. Tashina Hill saying, I feel this way with finishing my emotion code certification. But maybe it's stuck with limiting beliefs. I'm thinking, is it what she meant? Some
Well,
sort of
you know
block.
what, I'm going to recommend that I'm going to recommend that you do this session on yourself. And here's the question. What is the severity of my creative insecurity that's stopping me from advancing by doing and getting the emotion code session certification done? And then find the emotion that's creating that creative insecurity. It's probably creative insecurity, but check anyway.
Check everything.
All the energy that stops you from moving forward because you're insecure. Not you, everybody. A new project, new boyfriend, new girlfriend, new job, new client, new rate, new project.
New endeavor.
New endeavor, that's right. In the book, that's a very key word. New developments, new endeavors, new things. So Tashina, make sure that you heard what I said there.
Yeah.
You're going to practice that. Good.
Anna's saying, very informative. Thanks. Tashina's loving it. Paul Brent here says, hi, bros. Thanks for the refresh. Always great. Chris Lee here says, cheers. And Chris. Kelly McGlover. Good morning. John Michael. Thank you.
Hey, Kelly. Chris Lee. Good morning, Chris Lee.
Is it Farmington, BC, Canada? Do we get a Farmington in BC and New Mexico? What are the chances?
It's probably on a side street up in Fort St. John. Yeah, Farmington, BC.
Huh. Oh,
You know
wow.
what the C Dam is? That's
Who?
yeah, it's up in Fort St. John when I visited Paul.
Site C. Yes. Sorry, I didn't hear you on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is about 5 weeks in a row. Well, you know what? The thing about being hooked is that you can also catch the replay, but it's so much funner to be here live and kind of get your questions and stuff answered.
She was saying, oh, Mike was saying it's sunny 2 weeks in a row.
Oh, it's sunny 2 weeks in a row. Okay. We almost threw you a bone there and you didn't even need it.
No.
Okay, John, at the top of the hour, I have a private Zoom call for practitioners on. So what do you do? If you're watching, you'd like to attend that class, you've got about 20 minutes to register. You can go to hangoutwithmichael.com/events, plural. michaelloche.com/events. It's coming up in 20 minutes. It is the practitioner free class called So What Do You Do? It was a delight. I will see you next week. Next week we're going to explain how to stop attracting negative things with emotion code.
Negative patterns, repetitive negative patterns.
That's right. Oh, why is this happening to me? Okay, John, we will see you next week live here on the Bro Show. And if you're a practitioner and you're thinking, boy, I got some great tips today, why don't you tag somebody in the chat like I've seen a couple people do already today. Let's say goodbye to our friends.
Goodbye, everyone. See you next week.
See you later, everybody.